Rome. The name conjures images of gladiators, emperors, and a vast empire, but before the legions marched and the Senate debated, there was a story. A legend of twin brothers, Romulus and Remus, abandoned as babies, rescued by a she-wolf, and destined to build a city. Romulus killed Remus, claiming sole dominion over the newly founded city Rome. The founding myth of Romulus and Remus is captivating, but what does evidence tell us about Rome's earliest days? Archaeological digs reveal a small village in the 8th century BC, nestled on the banks of the Tiber River. Life was simple, focused on agriculture and survival. Over time, small settlements coalesced into a larger community, strategically situated on a ford across the Tiber, facilitating trade and protection. As Rome emerged from its humble beginnings, a new system of governance took root: monarchy. The king, believed to be chosen by the gods, held both religious and political power. Early kings played a pivotal role in transforming Rome from a rural village into a burgeoning urban center. They oversaw the construction of essential infrastructure, fostering a sense of shared identity among the growing population. Tradition holds that 7 kings ruled Rome before the Republic. Romulus established the Senate and social divisions. Numa Pompilius introduced religious reforms. Tullus Hostilius expanded Rome's territory. Ancus Marcius built Rome's first port. These early kings laid the foundation for Rome's future greatness, establishing institutions and fostering a shared identity. The Roman monarchy's later years saw increasing Etruscan influence. Etruscan kings introduced new ideas about urban planning, religious practices, and military technology. However, their autocratic rule aroused resentment among the Roman aristocracy. The expulsion of Tarquinius Superbus in 509 BC marked the end of the monarchy and the beginning of the Roman Republic. The expulsion of Tarquinius Superbus led to the establishment of the Republic. Instead of a king, 2 consuls elected annually governed. The Senate, composed of elder statesmen, influenced policy and guided the consuls. This new system laid the foundation for centuries of Roman dominance, embodying ideals of civic duty and public service. The early Roman Republic was not a democracy. A sharp social divide existed between the patricians and the plebeians. The plebeians fought for greater rights and representation, leading to the conflict of the orders. Significant reforms, including the establishment of the tribune of the plebs, gradually expanded plebeian rights and influence. The Roman Republic embarked on a period of unprecedented military expansion. The Punic Wars, a series of 3 epic conflicts against Carthage, tested Roman resilience and military might. The Third Punic War resulted in the destruction of Carthage, cementing Roman dominance over the Western Mediterranean. The experience of war and the demands of managing a growing empire brought profound changes that contributed to the Republic's decline. The Roman Republic, though triumphant, faced internal crises. Small farmers returned from campaigns to find their lands neglected, marginalized by wealthy landowners. The gap between rich and poor widened, breeding resentment and social unrest. The stage was set for a new breed of leader to exploit the turmoil and reshape Rome's destiny. Section 2: The Rise of Julius Caesar. Ambition and the sword. Amidst the chaos of the late Republic, Julius Caesar rose through military genius and political acumen. Born into a patrician family, Caesar had a thirst for power and destiny. He excelled as an orator and politician. On the battlefield, he shone. His campaigns in Gaul revealed his strategic brilliance. Caesar's conquests brought him into conflict with the Senate. Defying orders, he crossed the Rubicon, declaring war on Rome. His legions swept through Italy, seizing control of Rome. The Republic succumbed to Caesar's will. Section 3: The Ides of March and its aftermath, a power vacuum. Julius Caesar, hailed by some as the savior of Rome, reviled by others as a tyrant who had destroyed the Republic, stood at the pinnacle of his power. He had vanquished his enemies, amassed unprecedented authority, and embarked on an ambitious program of reforms intended to address the deep-seated problems plaguing Roman society. Yet Caesar's very success sowed the seeds of his downfall. His assumption of near-monarchical power, though supported by the army and welcomed by many weary of the Republic's dysfunction, alienated powerful figures within the Senate who viewed him as a threat to their own ambitions and a destroyer of Rome's traditional values. A conspiracy formed in the shadows, a clandestine group of senators, led by Caesar's close friend Marcus Junius Brutus and the fiery Cassius Longinus, plotting to eliminate the man they perceived as a tyrant. On the Ides of March 15th, 44 BC, as Caesar entered the Senate chamber, the conspirators struck, their daggers finding their mark in a flurry of blows. Caesar, the seemingly invincible conqueror of Gaul, the master strategist, the self-proclaimed dictator for life, lay dead at the foot of Pompey's statue, his blood staining the marble floor of the Senate, a grim symbol of the fragility of power. The assassination of Caesar sent shockwaves through Rome and its vast empire. It did not, however, achieve the conspirators' aim of restoring the Republic. Instead, it plunged Rome into a new period of civil war as different factions vied for control of the shattered remnants of Caesar's legacy. The conspirators, hailed by some as liberators, found themselves facing the wrath of Caesar's loyal followers, particularly his right-hand man, the brilliant general Mark Antony, and Caesar's adopted son, the young and ambitious Octavian. Augustus, the first emperor, ushered in the Pax Romana. After Julius Caesar's assassination, civil war erupted. Octavian, Caesar's adopted son, emerged victorious. He defeated Mark Antony and Cleopatra at Actium. Octavian became Augustus, the revered one. He restored order and tradition, consolidating power. Augustus reformed the provinces and the army. His reign marked the transition from republic to empire. The Pax Romana brought peace and prosperity. Augustus's legacy shaped Western civilization. Section 1. The Roman Empire at its zenith, from Augustus to Trajan. Augustus, the first emperor, had laid the foundation for a stable and prosperous Roman Empire. The Pax Romana, initiated under his reign, continued for generations, a testament to the enduring strength of the system he had established. During this golden age, the Roman Empire reached its territorial zenith, its legions marching from the misty shores of Britain to the scorching sands of the Syrian desert. Each successive emperor left his mark on the empire, some through conquest, others through administrative reforms, and still others through grand building projects that showcased the might and splendor of Rome. Emperors like Claudius, a shrewd administrator often underestimated due to his physical ailments, consolidated Roman rule in Britain, adding a valuable province to the empire. Hadrian, known for his intellectual curiosity and passion for architecture, famously constructed Hadrian's Wall, a monumental fortification that marked the northern limit of Roman Britain, a testament to both Roman engineering prowess and the empire's commitment to securing its borders. Yet it was under Trajan, a military leader of unparalleled skill and ambition, that the Roman Empire reached its greatest territorial extent. Trajan's conquests in Dacia, modern-day Romania and Mesopotamia, present-day Iraq, added vast territories rich in resources to the empire, extending Roman rule to its farthest reaches and securing the empire's frontiers against external threats. This period of expansion brought immense wealth to Rome, enriching its coffers and fueling a period of unprecedented prosperity. Public works projects, funded by the spoils of war and efficient taxation, transformed the cityscape of Rome and other major cities throughout the empire. Aqueducts, marvels of engineering, brought fresh water to millions, while amphitheaters like the awe-inspiring Colosseum in Rome hosted gladiatorial contests and public spectacles that entertained the masses and served as potent symbols of Roman power and grandeur. The Roman Empire, seemingly invincible at its zenith, was not immune to the forces of decay that plague all empires. Beneath the surface of prosperity and stability, cracks began to appear, subtle at first, but gradually widening into fissures that threatened to shatter the very foundations of Roman power. Internal strife, a persistent feature of Roman history, resurfaced with renewed vigor as ambitious generals, vying for power, challenged the authority of the emperors, leading to periods of instability and civil war. Economic problems, once easily managed during times of expansion, became increasingly difficult to ignore. The cost of maintaining a vast empire, with its legions stationed across distant frontiers and its insatiable appetite for resources, strained the imperial treasury. Inflation, a hidden enemy that eroded the purchasing power of the Roman currency, became a persistent problem, eroding the economic well-being of the populace. The influx of slaves, a byproduct of Roman conquests, while initially providing a source of cheap labor, created a dangerous dependency and stifled technological innovation, as there was little incentive to invest in labor-saving devices when slaves were readily available. External pressures, once easily repelled by the legions, mounted as new enemies, driven by a desire for land, resources, or simply to escape the encroaching power of Rome, tested the empire's defenses. The Parthians, a powerful empire to the east, engaged in a series of protracted conflicts with Rome, draining its resources and weakening its hold on valuable eastern provinces. Germanic tribes, migrating from the north and east, exerted increasing pressure on the empire's frontiers, their warriors, eager for glory and plunder, posing a constant threat to the empire's vulnerable borders. The Roman Empire, once a beacon of civilization, succumbed to internal decay and external pressures. The 3rd century AD witnessed unprecedented crisis, political instability, and economic turmoil. Emperors rose and fell rapidly, often assassinated or overthrown. The empire fractured into competing factions, weakening Roman power. In 410 AD, Rome was sacked by the Visigoths, signaling the Western Roman Empire's imminent collapse. The final blow came in 476 AD, when Odoacer deposed Romulus Augustulus, ending the Western Roman Empire. The once dominant power in the Mediterranean world ceased to exist. The Roman Empire, despite its eventual collapse, left an enduring legacy that continues to shape the Western world. Like a grand tapestry woven from the threads of conquest, innovation, and cultural exchange, the Roman legacy is both complex and multifaceted, a testament to the enduring impact of this ancient civilization. In the realm of law, the Roman contribution is undeniable. Roman jurists, renowned for their legal acumen, developed a sophisticated system of law that emphasized justice, fairness, and the rule of law. The concept of codified law, enshrined in the 12 Tables and further developed over centuries of legal scholarship, provided a framework for resolving disputes, protecting property rights, and ensuring a degree of order and stability within the vast Roman Empire. This legal legacy, passed down through the centuries, formed the basis of legal systems in Europe and beyond, its influence still evident in modern legal codes and judicial practices. Roman engineering and architecture, a testament to their ingenuity and pragmatism, left an indelible mark on the landscape. The Romans, masters of concrete, arches, and aqueducts, constructed roads, bridges, and aqueducts that facilitated communication, transportation, and trade across their vast empire. Their cities, designed with an eye toward functionality and grandeur, boasted impressive public buildings, temples, baths, and amphitheaters, showcasing the power and sophistication of Roman civilization. The ruins of these structures, scattered across Europe, North Africa, and the Middle East, serve as tangible reminders of the Roman Empire's reach and its enduring impact on the built environment. The very language we speak, English, bears the imprint of Rome's linguistic legacy. Latin, the language of the Roman Empire, spread throughout Europe as a result of Roman conquest and cultural influence. While Latin itself evolved into various Romance languages, including French, Spanish, Italian, and Portuguese, its influence on English is undeniable, particularly in the realms of law, medicine, and science. Countless English words, from republic to senate to justice, trace their roots back to Latin, a testament to the enduring linguistic legacy of Rome. The fall of the Western Roman Empire did not extinguish the flame of Roman civilization. Instead, it marked a transformation, a transition from a centralized empire to a more fragmented but no less influential cultural force. The Eastern Roman Empire preserved much of Roman law, literature, and artistic traditions, serving as a conduit for classical knowledge to the Islamic world and back to Western Europe. The ruins of Roman cities became sources of inspiration and wonder for later generations. During the Middle Ages, monasteries and churches incorporated Roman architectural elements into their designs, while scholars and artists rediscovered and reinterpreted classical texts and artworks. The Renaissance marked a renewed interest in classical antiquity, particularly the art, literature, and philosophy of ancient Greece and Rome. Inspired by Roman achievements, Renaissance artists sought to emulate classical ideals. From Michelangelo's frescoes to Leonardo's studies, Rome's legacy is unmistakable. The Roman Republic inspired Enlightenment thinkers and the founding fathers of the United States. The echoes of ancient Rome resonate throughout Western civilization, a testament to the enduring power of ideas, innovation, and the human spirit.